Hello, America. This is Call of Duty Goddess. Today is June the 24th, 2016. I want to chat a little bit before I read this article to you. You may have noticed in the last month that I've been really focusing on Islam and issues of the like with the takeover of our government. And I want to tell you that I have certain views that it's going to take a lot to change my mind because I've been studying those certain views for a very, very long time. And there's something that I once heard, and I can't remember who said it or where I even heard it from, and I don't feel like looking it up either. But there's something, a rule of thumb, especially after studying eschatology for so long, you start to see a pattern, so to speak. So this pattern that I've noticed is that basically, and this is what I heard, and I'm paraphrasing as best I possibly can, is that the teacher of the religion always teaches something different than what he himself practices. And I don't know where I've heard that, but it makes a lot of sense after you study eschatology for a while. You start to see a pattern everywhere. So, the people in my belief that are the heads of religions, that are all the way up at the top, I believe study something different than what they preach. But that's just my opinion. And you may vehemently disagree, and that's okay. I may disagree with a lot of your thoughts. Now, with that being said, I consider myself a Protestant Christian. Go figure that one out, because I can't. But make no mistake, there are powers that run this world, and religions have been used probably since the world started. At least that's my belief. I've had a discussion, kind of, a not very nice one, with a person that does videos and, has a little bit of a talk show and stuff. We've had kind of a back and forth. And I think there are a lot of people that think maybe I don't understand what's going on. I may not understand it the way you understand it, but about a month ago, like I said, I stopped doing videos for a couple days, maybe a week or so. And I sat and I did some serious soul searching. And my thought is that time is very short for America, for our country. Time is extremely short. And I felt as though I needed to really focus on what I feel is the problem with America. Now, that problem, I feel, is Islam. And it can easily be changed. LCC has the answer. He said it in a video that I did, LCC of Egypt. He said it, he talked about it, and he said what the answer is. None of the clerics responded. I believe LCC kind of knew what was supposed to happen, and it probably still may happen, but I'm going to do everything to prevent it. So, with that in mind, I need to say that since my main focus and concern is human life, because to me, that is at the top, the very top. As I did my soul searching, I found that, I know what a caliphate is and I see it happening. It's happening here. And whoever is pulling the strings at the top of the food chain, it makes no difference at this point. Do you know why? Because even if we chop the head off at the top of the food chain, guess what's still going to happen? Islam is still going to be used to do what they do. The genie is out of the bottle with Islam. There's no putting it back in. So, I may not talk about the head of the food chain, but there's no need to right now. My need, my main concern, my main goal is to save human life. Islam is being used as a bullet to take human life. If I were to go straight up to the Vatican, straight up to wherever I need to go, to the head of the snake, and chop the head of that snake off, and you may not believe what I believe, what the head of the snake is. If I went and chopped that head of that snake off, Islam is still not going to stop being Islam and doing what they're doing. So, with that in mind, let's get into this article. Sorry for ranting like that. I usually try not to rant. I'm at an article from Western Journalism titled, "While Americans focused on Dems' gun control push, look what Obama quietly did." and that's from June 23rd, 2016. Wednesday, much of American media was focused on the sit-in staged by House Democrats in order to protest the lack of new gun control measures. But something else went on behind the scenes that many people missed. The Obama administration released a potentially dangerous prisoner from Guantanamo Bay. The prisoner, Abdel Malik Ahmed Abdel Wahab, is Osama bin Laden's personal bodyguard. This has some U.S. authorities rightfully concerned because of the high rate of which terrorists return to the battlefield. Now, I'm not going to read any more of this, but some people think 9/11 was an inside job. And if you do, I'm fine with that, because it was, but there was some help from Islam. If you don't believe it, I'm cool with it. Anyway, during Benghazi, the guy who did the Benghazi attacks, Abu Khatallah, he was in Guantanamo Bay. He was released, not by Obama, but he was released, I believe, by the Bush administration. So, just wanted to give you a tidbit of information. That man is a terrorist, and he's a killer. He is in Guantanamo Bay for a reason. He has just been released. Do what you want with it. This is Call of Duty Goddess, signing off, and as always, I've got your 6.